Hello and Happy New Year, if you celebrate that kind of thing. Welcome to Eric Leviton, Whiskey Aficionado. How are you? I figured we needed a little episode since it's a new year. It's 2022. And I mean that. Not 2020 again, but I mean 2022. Before we get to our little sample of what we're going to taste today, I have a little problem with you people. And I missed Festivus, so I'm going to do it now. I was walking around my neighborhood. This must have been last month sometime. And I saw this picture. Can we throw up the picture? Can we throw up the clip? This picture of a new ice cream. I'm not going to tell you about the ice cream place, but it's got like around 30 flavors. Its new flavor was Snickerdoodle Chai. Snickerdoodle is a perfect flavor. It's a perfect flavor. It's a perfect cookie. You don't need to add something to it, and you especially don't need to add chai to it. There's no chai in Snickerdoodle. It's Snickerdoodle. That's it. You know how I know that's it? Because what's the most important thing? What's the best thing to put in a cookie? The best thing. It's a chocolate chip. A chocolate chip is the perfect thing for a cookie. I think we can all agree about that. You would never, ever put a chocolate chip in a Snickerdoodle cookie. Why? Because it doesn't need it. It's perfect all by itself. So why would you put chai in your Snickerdoodle ice cream? Don't do that. Okay, that's my rant. Oof, glad I got that off my chest. It's been sitting there for a couple weeks. But we're back here, and we're going to try something new. Today, this was a gift from Scott and Gail. We're going to try a little something close to home. Well, sort of close to home. It's in New Jersey, but it's Asbury Park Distillery. Now, this is a bourbon. It's a double barrel bourbon, but it has been aged for a second time in gin barrels. I don't believe I've ever had a whiskey or a bourbon that has been put into gin barrels. I'm not sure I want my whiskey to taste like junipers. Maybe that's just me. They also do a gin in a whiskey oak barrel. They also have an aquavit, which I am not a fan of. They also have a limoncello, but it's an espresso limoncello, which just ruins it as far as I'm concerned. Why would you put espresso in a limoncello? I love a limoncello. I love a good limoncello. It's a nice little thing after dinner. Maybe the espresso is not that, it's going to be that much though, it is. But anyhow, we're going to try this today. Let's nose it, shall we? I get something flowery a little bit. There's some, I'm smelling apple. It's like I'm walking through an apple orchard. That's what it smells like. There's a little floral thing coming in at the end, at the back of it, which could be gin barrel. There's some kind of spice, something that's kind of the earth. It's not fire. But it's like maybe it's ashy or what's the word? It's charcoal. Maybe a little charcoal in there at the end. Interesting. But I think the first thing really is still hanging on is the apple just about a little bit in front of the floral. So that's interesting. So let's take a little sip, shall we? Happy New Year, and I hope it's something special this year, don't you? For everybody, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Up yours. Ooh, no pain inside. You're like perfection. How do I feel this good sober? I'm sorry, did my inner thought just come outside? I think it did. That's really interesting. It's very light. And I don't mean like there's no flavor. I mean, it's a light kind of breezy kind of flavor. There is definitely floral going on in there. Wow, it's all like crunched together, but I think I taste a little vanilla, like very little. And I'm tasting that charcoal thing, that musty kind of ashy kind of thing that I thought would be kind of a negative. It's not. It's really not. I'm confused by it, to tell you the truth. I'm not really tasting the apple, but I'm tasting something flowery. And again, it's got to be the oak barrels. It's light, and yet oh, okay. The finish is wow, it's lingering, and it's musty. It's musty to me. It's ashy, charcoal, something. I would rather have a little more vanilla at the end, but the vanilla is really just in the front with the floral. And maybe there's a little bit of apple there. I could be confusing it with floral stuff. I really could. It's not dense, but it's full of flavor. There's a lot of flavor going on there. And again, the finish is still happening, but I want it to be sweeter, and it's not. Yeah, I'm very confused by this. You know, overall, I kind of like it. I want to see what I can do with a little water. So we're going to drop a drop or two in here. So the nose. Wow, everything got really mute. It's there. I smell more of the spices now. And definitely more floral. Gin barrel, definitely. Let's taste it. Oof, wow, really oaky now. Oaky and with something ginish, juniper. No, with the water I got a little bitter. Now some people like the bitter. I'm not a fan of it. So the water is not a plus by any means. I think it's better without the water because a lot of the flavors just kind of disappeared. I wouldn't say it's my favorite thing in the world, but it's not bad. It's not bad. And again, do it without the water. So thanks you for celebrating the Happy New Year with me. I appreciate that because I'm alone. So let me leave you with this thought, if I may. I just beat my record for consecutive days of staying alive. This has been Eric Leviton, Aficionado. Happy New Year.